Hey, what's up, everybody? We are going to be flying my Elite XPS flight sim instrument flight trainer today on a flight around the Pittsburgh area. What we have is this setup: three 32-inch curved screen displays. I got a 32-inch touch screen, so with a GTN 750 running, so I can just touch it. And right now we're doing the missed approach at Beaver County Airport. We're going to be going entering the procedure, or the hold. Okay, that's what we're going to be doing. And we're flying a Beechcraft B58 today, and I'm running ForeFlight over here. So right now, we are entering the holding pattern. But what I'm going to do, since we're done with that approach, I am going to go over to ZELIENOPLE and land ZELIENOPLE, Pennsylvania. Remove that approach, bang. And we're going to remove Butler. We're going to go from Beaver to Pittsburgh Jet Center, which is K, Papa, Juliet, Charlie. Enter. Direct. Enter. So we're going to go direct to ZELIENOPLE Airport. We're pretty close, so we're just going to go ahead and set a procedure in. We're going to load the RNAV 35 to the north, and we're going to go at a DEPI right there, and load, approach, and activate. A DEPI 126 is what we need to head. And so we got to put 126 in here on our heading bug. So 125, 126, HSI 126, and we are on our way there. And it's snowy, very snowy today. For anybody to watch this video, they're going to have to be big aviation fans. But what's cool is we are going to clear everything out of ForeFlight. We're going to go over here. K, Papa, Juliet, Charlie. Okay, procedures. We're going to do the approach. RNAV 35, initial approach fix is a DEPI, put that in there. Okay, so now we have it right there. And you can see where I am. I'm coming in from the northwest over to a DEPI. We're going to have to do the procedure turn here, and we will. And I prefer not to have the chart on the map, so I hide the plate, just look at the map. Okay, if I want to go look at plates, I'll just go over here to the plate section, close out Beaver, and bring in ZELIENOPLE. And where are you, Zelie? It's my home airport. You think, there it is. Okay, RNAV 35, ADAPI. Alright, so we are going to be coming in from over here down to that. I have autopilot on right now. It's a King autopilot, does pretty much everything I need it to do. We have to be at 3,100 feet. Right now we are at 3,000, so I need to climb 100 feet. So I'll do a climb to 3,100 and arm that. Okay, pitot heat's on, everything's on. My nav lights are on, my beacon's on. My stall warning heat's on, my pitot heat's on. And here we are on GTN 750 coming in. And this is pretty cool. I got my twin set up here. The twin engine power quadrant. Throttles, props, mixtures, gear. And I get my magnetos. Left, whoops, how'd that get off? Right and left magnetos, alternators. I don't know how the engine was running. Little glitch. Oh. Hmm. Okay. AWAS 118.45. 118.45. We can listen to AWAS. And COM 2. You see 118.45's there and there. Okay. This is the GTN or the old GNS 430 that I don't use as much since I have the GTN 750, but whenever I want to fly the 430 I just use this as my input. Go back to the map. Here we are coming in to Adapi. Adapi. Okay, everything's looking good here. And again, I don't like the map on here, so take the chart off. Just cleans it up. And we are traveling about 170 knots indicated. That little white mark there is the 152 knots, and that speed I can put the gear and the approach flaps down. We're passing Beaver County Airport, KBVI, the blue airport there, and you can see it right here too. Alright. Now, what's very cool about my simulator is I have this thing here. It's another app. Sim Control 9, and it's now connected to my sim. It got disconnected somehow, and then I can do all the weather. Right now I have half-mile visibility, I have moderate snow, and overcast at 2,000 feet to 5,000 feet. I don't have any turbulence in here, it's not really realistic, and no wind. So I can put some wind in here, 20 from the north. Now we have wind 20 from the north. And then I can fail anything I want to, which is amazingly handy. I could fail my vacuum system, static, alternator, pitot, inlet, pitot system. I could fail the engines, fuel, partial panel, and it's amazing. But right now we'll just continue flying a regular approach without any failures. Stay tuned for future episodes with the failures. Okay, we are 14 miles to Adapi. I don't know how we got so far away, but we did. Turning AWAS off, and we're talking to Pittsburgh approach at 124.75, and we're gonna have our Unicom 122.9 in standby. This is the instructor station over here with the instructor instruments. So if I had, like my son will sometimes be over here and act as the instructor and do failures and whatnot. I can also set up for automatic failures, random failures, which is really cool. Random failures, and then instrument approach scenarios. I can load these, and actually I have simulated ATC and approaches that I can do in southeast and out west and the Midwest. So we're coming up on Adapi. Now, we're going to have to do a procedure turn at Adapi. And we're coming in this way, okay, back to our plate this way. So we're going to do a teardrop entry, which is just obvious whenever you look at it. We're coming across Adapi here, and we're going to turn to 7 minus 3 would be 4, so 144 degrees heading there for a minute, and then turn back to the right, standard rate turn, intercept 354 inbound to the airport. If I was coming from this area, I wouldn't have to do a procedure turn, because you can see at set POO, initial approach fix, 3100, no PT means no procedure turn, but at this initial approach fix coming in from the northwest, I have to do a procedure turn, because I have to get turned around to go back up that way. My missed approach is climb to 3000 direct Dessous and hold, so that's my thing. Okay. Elwood City is another one of my thing. I can put Elwood City in nav2 here, 115.8, and put that over there, and I can turn the radial of 166 from, which will also identify Adapi, just for fun. Okay, that's 166, so that'll be a secondary way to identify Adapi. So we're 4 miles, 4.8 miles to Adapi, and procedure turn is a 4-mile procedure turn. Okay. I'm tired. We're in the middle of a pandemic. It's December 15th. My brother's at home at his house. He has the COVID-19, and it's very scary for him, but he says he doesn't have any symptoms except a stuffy nose. His wife works in healthcare, so she's quarantined, can't go to work for 2 weeks at least, till the end of December. It's been over a week since he's been in bed, or in his bedroom. His wife's family is not very happy with him. It's pretty funny. And here we are, we're intercepting Adapi. We will be turning to 144 in my opinion. Hold teardrop, it tells you to hold teardrop right there. And what heading is it going to tell us to go to? 135, so it's going to take a bigger chunk out. So I'll turn my heading to 135. Well, we're pretty much on a good heading, but we're going to turn right a little bit to 135. We're going to turn now. Okay, so we're turning to 135 now, but I go ahead and I put in the inbound course. We're landing runway 35. The inbound course is 354, and you ask, how do I know that? Because the inbound course is right there, 354 this way, straight up the runway. This is going to be a full stop landing because I'm getting hungry. It is almost 6:45. Okay, and here we go. You see it still has us in this procedure turn here. It's getting dark out. You see how it changes darkness, and it's still snowing pretty heavily. And right turn to 354 in 4 seconds. 2 seconds. Now. Okay, right hand turn to 354. Here comes our turn. Okay. And here we are on the chart, and here we are on the map. And here we can change it to a low chart. Okay, there's Pittsburgh International Airport there. We're at 3100, coming back around. And I like seeing a sectional because I'm a sectional type of guy. And here's our turn coming back. That's our course, inbound course, so we're going to shoot over this way and bring that into the center. Whenever that yellow line right there is in the center of this line, it's starting to come in. We are on course. And you can see this also. Remember, the Elwood City is centered, so we know we're at Adapi, very close to Adapi. And look at that line right up, guys. Now I'm thinking if anybody wants me to shoot any approaches in the United States that they're curious about, very difficult ones, maybe Telluride, Aspen, you know, anything, San Diego, LA, New York, Kennedy, I can do that. So just in the remarks below, just let me know where you want me to do these approaches. I'm thinking about making this like a channel. Alright, so we are inbound, 3100, coming up on Adapi, and now we go back to plates. After Adapi, we're allowed down to 2,800 feet, okay? So I'm going to leave it on nav, not approach yet, but what I will do is I'll set up my autopilot to descend at 500 feet a minute and level off at 2,800 feet. Okay? And we'll do that as soon as we cross Adapi. You're probably wondering why I'm not hand flying. I'm not hand flying because I'm doing the video, but easily I can hand fly this, no